Hi, second grade scholars, it's Miss Dixon. Today is Thursday, May 14th, 2020. Now, to start off our math lesson today, I am going to do some measuring of Mackenzie, my daughter's table. And I'm going to measure it both in inches and in feet. And as I'm measuring, I want you to take a look at the steps that I'm using to measure, but I want you to be thinking about the two answers that I get. All right, so let's first start with inches. So this is a ruler. I know that there are 12 inches in a ruler, so I'm going to start by measuring the length of her table in inches. Okay, so I'm going to line up my ruler here to the end. Now, because I only have one ruler, I'm going to just use my finger as a place mark to hold it. So this is one. This would be, so one ruler means 12 inches, so here's another ruler. 12 plus 12 is 24 inches. Here's another ruler, so I have to add 12 to 24. That's 36 inches. And just about one more ruler, so that would be 36 plus 12 more inches, so that's 48 inches long. So Mackenzie's table is 48 inches long. Now I'm going to use the same tool, the ruler, to measure in feet. We know that one ruler represents 1 foot because every 12 inches makes 1 foot. So let's see. I'm going to follow a similar process. So lining it up to the end here. So this is one ruler, which means 1 foot. Here's another ruler's length, so that's 2 feet. Another ruler's length, so that's 3 feet. And one more ruler's length, so that's 4 feet. So when I measured Mackenzie's table in feet, I got 4 feet, so it's 4 feet long. When I measured it in inches, I got 48 inches. Now I want you to be thinking about, as we move back to my normal workspace, I want you to be thinking about, why did I get 48 inches and 4 feet? More specifically, I want you to be thinking about, why did I get more inches than feet? And that's what we're going to be talking about. So right now, here is our problem-solving task, which is exactly what we just mentioned. Let me zoom in here. It says, earlier in the video, I just measured the length of Mackenzie's play table. When I measured it in inches, I got 48 total inches. When I measured it in feet, I got 4 total feet. Using what you know about these two measurement units, explain why this table is more inches long than feet. So that last part is the most important. You're thinking, why this table is more inches long than feet. So pause the video and use the space that you have on your scrap paper and pencil. Please grab that now if you haven't already. And try to explain why I have more inches than feet. Go ahead and do that explanation. Pause the video. Okay, hopefully you've had a chance to write out your explanation on your scrap paper. So we measured Mackenzie's table in 2 different units. And it's really, really important that we're thinking about the size of these units. We know that 12 inches equals 1 foot. And we also know that that inches are a very small unit. Because we because inches are a smaller unit, you're going to need more of them than you are feet. Inches are so much smaller than feet, and that's why we got more inches than we got feet. So a good explanation here would say, Mackenzie's table measures 48 inches which is a bigger number than 4 feet. Because inches are a smaller unit, you need more of them. And this can be a little weird to think about because in general, normally the bigger number has more value. But in this case, we need more inches because inches are such a smaller unit of measure compared to feet. And so because it's such a smaller unit, we're going to need more of them to measure the same object, okay? And so it's really, really important that you understand that because inches are a smaller unit, you need more of them when you're measuring an object. All right, we are going to jump into some practice problems. I'm just going to turn my paper here. And for these problems, we're going to be practicing some more conversions, either taking feet and switching them into inches or vice versa, taking inches and switching them into feet. And what's really, really important here is that we're understanding why we're getting more inches than feet. And so we're going to talk a lot about that in our work. So for this first problem, I want to make sure that you can see it okay. It says, part A, Mr. Gilbert has a big screen TV that is 7 feet long. How many inches long is Mr. Gilbert's TV? Awesome. So to jump in this problem together, I know, again, that one ruler, here's my ruler, you can't really see it, I'll zoom out so you can see it. Here's my ruler. One ruler has 12 inches, 0 all the way to 12. And I know that one ruler is 1 foot long. So that means that the 12 inches on my ruler represents 1 foot. So I have 7 feet for Mr. Gilbert's TV. I'm going to actually draw a little picture. Here's his TV. It's not to scale, of course. This would not represent 7 feet, but it would be 7 feet. Okay, so 7 feet long. If I need to figure out how many inches that means that I have 7 groups of 12 because 1 foot has 12 inches, so 7 groups of 12, and I show groups of with multiplication. Now, to make this an easier problem for us, I'm going to zoom back in here. I'm going to show this with repeated addition. 7 groups of 12 means 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 equals something. Let me double check I have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. Always important to double check your work. So now I'm going to add these together. Doubles fact, 12 plus 12, 24. Another 12 plus 12, that's 24 again. I have another 12 plus 12, that's 24. And then I just have 12 more. 24 and 24, that's a doubles fact. That equals 48. Okay. Now I have 24 and 12. So we can do this with mental math. Add your tens first. 24 plus 10, that equals 34. Then add 2 more ones, you get 36. So now I have to add 48 and 36. I'm going to use my space over here to do a quick algorithm. If you can do this mentally in your head, totally fine, but I just want to show this on the algorithm because there is some regrouping. 8 plus 6, that's 14. That means I have to regroup my 10 ones into the tens place because it has the same value as 10, and I have 4 ones left over. Now I add 1 plus 4 to get 5, and 3 more to get 8. So 7 feet equals 84 inches. That's what we just figured out. Now the second question, and we're just going to spend some time just talking about it, says, why does the new TV measure more feet than inches. And that was a mistake. Miss Dixon making these mistakes. More inches than feet. What I mean by that is that 84 is a bigger number, so I have more inches than I do the 7 feet. Well, just like we figured out on our problem solving task, inches is a much smaller unit. And because it's a much smaller unit than feet, we're gonna need more of them. So if I have 7 feet, I need 84 inches to equal the same amount. Awesome. Awesome. We're going to jump down here. This is a problem. The number 2 has 2 parts to it, part A and part B. And you are going to work on this by yourself first. I want you to solve part A, which says, the new pig at Drumlin Farm measures 36 inches long. How many feet long is the new pig? Write a number sentence and use a strategy to help you do that conversion. And then part B, why does the new pig measure more inches than feet? So I want you to answer both of these questions. And I want you to take your time to do this, so please pause the video and then we will go over our answers. Okay, hopefully you've had some time to solve this problem by yourself. One of the things I asked for was a number sentence. So we know that the pig measures 36 inches, but we need to figure out how many feet that is. So I know in one ruler there are 12 inches. And I know one ruler represents 1 foot. So that means I need to take my total number of inches and I need to divide it by 12 inches to figure out how many feet I have. That's because 1 foot represents 12 inches. So I'm taking my total inches, dividing it by 12 inches to figure out the number of feet. And I'll just put in parentheses here, the number of feet. So what I'm going to do here is draw out my 36 circles. There's 36. And now my job is going to be to circle 12. I know that there are 12 inches in each foot. So now I need to figure out my feet, which represents my groups here. 10, 11, 12. That represents 1 foot, but I still have plenty of inches left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whoops. So now I have 2 feet, but I have more inches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Represents 3 feet. So we just figured out that 36 inches equals 3 feet. So the pig at Drumlin Farm measures 3 feet. Now the second part of this question that you had to answer was, why does the new pig measure more inches than feet? And this is again just really making sure you understand that because inches are a smaller unit, you need to have more of them when you're measuring the same object in inches and feet. So feet represents a bigger unit, inches represent a smaller unit, and you can see that here on my ruler. So again, here's my ruler. My ruler has 12 inches, goes from 0 to 12. 12 inches equals 1 foot. So when we zoom in here and we can see between my fingers, that distance is 1 inch. It's a much smaller unit than 1 foot. And because inches are a smaller unit than feet, we need more of them when we're measuring the same object. All right. Now is your time to do the exit ticket and to submit your work on Seesaw. If any of this was confusing, please, please, please reach out to your teachers. When you check in with them next, please make sure that you go over this. If you have any questions at all, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to them. I forgot to mention in the beginning of my video, today for Spirit Week is the color blue. I'm wearing like a dark navy blue. Tomorrow's color is purple and it's the last day of the week. So definitely keep those pictures coming. Send them to your teachers. Send them to put them on the parent Facebook page. Even send them to Ms. Hammond if you want to see them in Morning Motivation. Another plug. Morning Motivation on Monday is live at 9:30. Definitely look at that Zoom link that Ms. Hammond sent in Seesaw. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow with another video, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.